Happy Easter! It's Sunday, April 1st, which can be a scary day. I usually like to stay inside and avoid interacting with the public. It's a day that a lot of people like to use as an excuse to be dishonest, which is cruelty, and I'm gullible, so I don't like being around people that are going to be making me believe things that aren't true. But it's also Easter today, and that's good. I got a vlog edited and uploaded since I didn't get that done last night, and I'm now headed to church for whatever Easter service thing they got going on there. So we'll check it out.
Worthy is the King who conquered the grave. Worthy is the Lamb that was slain. Worthy is the King who conquered the grave. Oh, praise the name of the Lord our God. Oh, praise His name forevermore. For in this days we will sing your praise, O Lord, our God. On the third at break of dawn, the Son of Heaven rose again. Oh, trample death, where enter stand, the angels roar, for Christ the King. What heights are low, what depths are peace, when fears are still, when striving cease, my comfort. All in all, here in the love of Christ I stand. Oh, 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 His body lay, light of the world, like darkness slain, then bursting forth in glorious day, up from the grave He rose again.
We know that suffering produces perseverance, perseverance character, and character hope. Lord, we say thank you. That in our sufferings, Lord, you're producing. Lord, in our sufferings, you're producing. Even in the cross, you're producing. You're producing hope for us. Lord, you're producing glory. Lord, you're always producing. We want to just say thank you this morning. Lord, we want to say thank you that you are always good. Even in death, in the death of a loved one, Lord, you are good. Lord, in suffering throughout the week, Lord, you are good. Our eyes are always looking on you, God. If you're always before us, we know that you got it back. And Lord, we say thank you that even in suffering, you produce. Lord, we want to say thank you. Amen.
Shall I crucify your king? Pilate asked. We have no king but Caesar. The chief priests answered. This is the religious people saying, we have no king except the Romans who were oppressing them and enslaving them. They would rather have Caesar instead of the King of glory. We have no king but Caesar. The chief priests answered. Finally, Pilate handed him over, Jesus, to them to be crucified. So the soldiers took charge of Jesus. Carrying his own cross, he went out to the place of the skull, which is the mountain where he was hung with two other thieves. which in Aramaic is called Golgotha. And they crucified him with two others, one on each side and Jesus in the middle. These men deserved the penalty that they were receiving. They were thieves, but the one in the middle was perfect and blameless and innocent. Mary Magdalene went to the tomb and saw that the stone had been removed from the entrance. So she came running to Simon Peter and the other disciple, the one Jesus loved, it was John, and said, "They have taken the Lord out of the tomb, and we don't know where they put him." So Peter and the other disciple, John, started for the tomb. Both were running, but the other disciple outran Peter. Too much chocolate. But the other disciple outran Peter and reached the tomb first. And he bent over and he looked in at the strips of linen lying there, but did not go in. Then Simon Peter came along behind and went straight into the tomb. He saw the strips of linen lying there, as well as the cloth that had been wrapped around Jesus' head. The cloth was still lying in its place, separate from the linen. Finally, the other disciple, who had reached the tomb first, also went inside. He saw and he believed, though still did not understand from Scripture that Jesus had to rise from the dead. In John 20, verse 7, we've been reading from the NIV, the New International Version of the Bible. And there's another version of it called the ESV, English Standard Version, very popular nowadays. And in verse 7, the verse reads like this in the English Standard Version. As well, speaking of the cloths and the linen, as well as the cloth that had been wrapped around Jesus' head, the cloth was folded in its place, separate from the linen. The cloth that was over his head was folded neatly. To an American, that doesn't mean anything. We don't wrap people in cloths and linens. It's not part of our culture. We don't do that. But back then, they had traditions that they would do. This linen was strewn, but the cloth over the face was in its place, the NIV. And the ESV, it was folded in place. And there are many historians who actually believe it was significant that the linen was folded. Because part of some cultures, when a king was dining, when he's having dinner, and he was surrounded by his servants at the table, when he would finish, the king, when he's finished with his food, he would take the napkin and just throw it to the side, which indicated to the servants who were looking for every movement of the king. When they saw the napkin thrown to the side, they knew the king is finished. Dinner's done. They could begin tidying up, refilling glasses, whatever they're supposed to do. But if the king was going to excuse himself from the table, but he's coming back, he would fold his napkin neatly and leave it in place so that the servants would know, don't touch anything, because the king is coming back. Amen. Not just strewn, randomly, folded neatly, carefully in place. Don't touch anything, I'm coming back.
Yes. Amen.
And church was nice. On these sort of, holiday services, I always find myself sitting there sort of almost deconstructing the process. Because they, it's like the pastor knows we got people in that don't come most of the time. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, so they're doing, they go over the general Easter message and they show a funny video about it, okay. And then, he goes more into his personal testimony, because pastor did not grow up, in the church. So sort of relating himself to a bit of a wild person and how he found God, and just giving a personal message and just a few other short stories to tie it up on the end. And just did such an elegant job doing it all, but I'm like, knowing what he's doing, I'm like, I see what you're doing there. Good job. But it was fun, and then just hung out for about 40 minutes afterwards, talking to folks. My mom and Mike are going to Mike's family for Easter lunch, so we're not going out. I don't want to go out there. It's a long drive and hanging out with people that I don't really know. And I got stuff to get done today anyways, so figure I'll probably just try and figure out something to eat on my way home. I'm driving along and I think, you know what would be good? Pizza. Or wings. Really, I'm craving some buffalo wings. Really, I'm craving the buffalo wings from the zoo that got me started on the buffalo wings kick before. And so I'll be going back to the zoo not too long. As soon as I get a weekend where it doesn't rain or be super cold or whatever, I'll go. I mean, maybe I should just go one of the times it is raining. I'll still have fun, I guess, and there'll be a lot less people there. But anyways, at this point, I'll be back. But for today, I'm like, okay. So I want to do that, and pizza, it's a good place to get wings. I can get pizza there. And so I just sort of pull off into a parking lot, pull up my phone, and I order on my phone. Because doing it that way, it'll be ready by the time I get there. So that's good. But yeah, so I'm getting pizza and wings and a dessert, and certainly more food than I need. But you know what, it's Easter, and my folks are all doing family stuff that I'm not going to. So I'll get that, take it home, so I can eat and then work on stuff. Hopefully I get some things accomplished today. I gotta try and, hopefully I'll film an unboxing or review or something. Want to try and get something edited, whether it's another vlog or whether it's, you know, gaming videos or whatever it may be. And I'd also kind of like to get a little more stuff sorted. Though admittedly, if that has to be put off, then so be it. I got a lot of stuff sorted yesterday. I did pretty good, but still so much left to go through. Alright, so we got our wings, and they smell absolutely delicious. We got this pizza, this like cookie pie, whatever thing. I will try that out. That's dessert. That has to wait. And then the sausage and half pepperoni and sausage stuffed crust pizza, because it's Easter, so I treated myself and I wanted stuffed crust, so I got stuffed crust. As a kid, they had commercials letting you know how to eat stuffed crust, and it was clearly this way. Alright, and we got our cookie bit here. Yeah, it's a nice, soft, thick cookie. I hope it lasts, because I'm not going to eat it all today, even. It's a big cookie. And food was delicious, but eating a whole lot of pizza can make me feel tired, and so I want to go to sleep. But I'm going to film an unboxing first because I have to get this done. So I chose an item that shouldn't take too long enough that I can build up the energy and get through this without seeming down. Because that's another thing, like I have to be careful with my attitude when I'm filming. So I got something that won't take too long. So I can at least have something done. I was kind of hoping maybe I'd get a couple done today, we'll see. But so I'm going to get this done and then probably lay down a bit. Alright, so I got that filmed, and I remembered to do a remember to subscribe comment, thing at the end. Because I need to do that in a few videos and see if it makes any difference. I don't like doing it every time. I don't like being that guy, but gotta do it occasionally, I guess. We'll see how it works. Anyway, so I'm moving the files over to the computer. I got this thing off. So what I'm gonna do, I think, is I'm gonna go lay down, get a little rest, see how I feel in a little bit, but leave the table here at that point, and maybe I'll get another one filmed after I've rested for a bit. That'd be nice. So I might still get a couple filmed, we'll see. But I've gotten one filmed, and that was my goal. One filmed and then to edit something. So depending on how long resting takes, I may just get back and decide, nope, just edit. But yeah, I'm going to move files over so that the memory card can cool down and everything as well. And after hour and a half, probably 2 hours nap, I've decided, no, I'm not going to be getting an extra boost of energy today to be able to really accomplish more. I am still just exhausted. So I'm going to try and clean all this up, since I'm not going to be filming something else. And hope to at least get a video edited before I just go to bed several hours early. Probably not, but once I get some, I'm gonna try and get something edited, and then we'll see what goes on after that. Alright. It's like sinus. It's like pressure. I'm gonna take an ibuprofen. That may fix it, but it's already been too long. I'm just gonna put this away either way. I did get a vlog edited. It's exporting now. I have like 1 or 2 pieces of pizza left from earlier. I'm just gonna eat them, probably cold, just to make do for dinner. I think that I have a session video that I can edit pretty quickly that doesn't have too many, it's not too complex. So when this finishes, I'm gonna try to edit that before going to bed, but we'll see. I'll let you know if I actually get that done or not here in a second. And I will note, it did apparently snow today on Easter. It is spring. I wore shorts to church. There are a number of people making jokes about it, like, you know, it's supposed to snow later today, right? I was like, no, it's spring. I refuse to accept that. It did snow. And yeah, I did get a session video for one of the Dungeons and Dragons sessions edited, so that can export overnight, which is good. Otherwise, yeah, I'm going to bed here basically 2 hours early because I feel horrible, and it's mostly feeling tired, so I may just be tired. And I hope that's the case. I hope I'm not getting sick. I don't want to get sick again. I've been sick too much. I'm sick of being sick. But I'm going to bed now. See you next time. Bye.